Hello, beautiful people. So, welcome to part two. And are you ready to test your vocabulary level? So, before we go into today's words, first let's revise of the words that we learned last week. The first word is incorrigible. Incorrigible means beyond correction. आप इनको सुधार ही नहीं सकते हो. Nowadays, children have an incorrigible behavior, which becomes very difficult to manage. The next word is adulation. Adulation is आप है ना किसी को इतना मक्खन लगाते हो, उनको फ्लैटरी करते हो, एकदम हीरो वर्शिप करते हो. You devote your life to them and you idolize them. So that is called adulation. थोड़ा excess में करना. Nowadays, many children adulate Virat Kohli and other film stars. Okay. The third word is malevolent. Malevolent is evil. Okay. So in Cinderella, the stepsisters were malevolent. The fourth word is chauvinism. Chauvinism is एक prejudice है आपको एक certain type of people के लिए. So if the word is male chauvinist, then the person thinks that the male gender are superior and they have a particular prejudice towards women. The next word is magnanimous. So through the word itself, we get to know someone who's very generous and who has a forgiving nature. Okay, the next word is prognosis. Prognosis, you are predicting a disease and how it will progress over time. Next is penury. Penury means extreme poverty. The next is eccentric. Eccentric personality or eccentric way of dress sense is something very unconventional, something very strange. So if someone dresses in a very, in a manner which puts him under the spotlight is quite unique. So you can say that person has a very eccentric sense of dressing. Next is ethereal. Ethereal means heavenly. So we have also heard that Aishwarya Rai is considered to be ethereal. Ethereal means really delicate, very beautiful. It's not from this world. किसी अलग ही दुनिया से आई है, heavenly. So that is ethereal. Gregarious. Gregarious person is a person who loves the company of people and like to spend time with friends and people all around them. So that person is a gregarious person. Next word is palpable. Palpable means tangible. You're able to feel it. So maybe you can say the Cold War between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law was quite palpable. You could feel the tension in the air. आप feel कर सकते थे उसे. The next word is parsimonious. Parsimonious means stingy. A person who's very frugal, जो पैसे ऐसा spend नहीं करता, parsimonious. The next is reiterate. Reiterate means repeat something all over again is reiterate. So I'm going to reiterate the importance of English and it's a global language and you're supposed to be fluent in it. The next word is rudimentary. Rudimentary means very basic. तो आप अगर किसी चीज का in depth नहीं जानते हो, बहुत basic जानते हो, तो you can say I have a rudimentary knowledge of this particular thing. The next word is conjecture. Conjecture means to guess or to speculate. So there's a conjecture that this portion is going to come in the examination. And the last word is pragmatic. Pragmatic means a very practical approach to things. Okay, so we have revised all the words that we learned last week. Now let's go to this week's words. The first word is innocuous. So is innocuous A, harmless, B, annoying, C, injecting, or D, important? So the meaning of the word innocuous means harmless. So instead of harmless, you can say innocent as well. So for example, you can say that boy, when I met him for the first time, he seemed very innocuous. But who knew that he was a notorious kid? Or you can say that mushroom looked innocuous and that is why We consumed it and then we came to know it was a poison mushroom. So innocuous itself means innocent or harmless. So how were you when you were a child? You can say I was a very innocuous child. Innocuous is very innocent. Okay, the next word is ambivert. So is ambivert A, introvert, B, extrovert, C, shy, or D, a balance of extrovert and introvert? Okay, so ambivert is a person who is a balance of extrovert and introvert. So I consider myself to be an ambivert actually because I'm neither an extrovert nor a total introvert. I'm in between both. So such a person is called an ambivert. Moving to the next word, which is incongruous. So is incongruous A, inside, B, incorrect, C, out of place, or D, a mean person? Okay, so incongruous is a person who feels out of place. Now, it could be very difficult to remember this word, isn't it? So, how I remember is if I join the Congress party, I will feel out of place because I'm not into politics. So, just a way for you to remember incongruous. So, incongress. Spelling एकदम अलग है लेकिन just for you to remember. If I go in the Congress, I will feel out of place. So, incongruous means total out of place. I felt incongruous to wear a colored dress when everyone was wearing the uniform. So you mean out of place. Okay. The next word is apathy. So is apathy a person having sympathy? B, a person is empathetic? C, the person is caring? Or D, person without concern? So apathy is a person who is not at all caring, who does not have any concern. अगर किसी को concern नहीं है या फिर interest और enthusiasm भी नहीं है, then you can use the word apathy. Like I have become apathetic after I have passed the age of 35. So now I do not want to go for parties and to the clubs. After his fever, he was feeling tired and apathetic. It was difficult to teach the commerce students because they were all feeling apathetic. कोई enthusiasm नहीं था. So apathy is without any concern, enthusiasm. Moving to atheist. So is atheist a person who doesn't believe in God? B, a person who believes in God? C, a person who believes in divine intervention? Or a person who believes in all gods? Okay, so if I hope you've heard this word, atheist is a person who doesn't believe in God. So if you see the word theist is a person who believes in God. So atheist is a person who doesn't believe in God. Okay. The next word is disparaging. Is disparaging A, distance from others, B, criticize someone, C, feeling rage or anger, or D, encourage someone? So disparaging means criticize someone. So I'll teach you another easy way to remember. Do you know encourage? Huh. So what is encourage someone? You give support to them, you give confidence, you give hope, you cheer them up. So encourage का opposite है disparage, where you put them down, you criticize someone. encouraging, disparaging. So if someone is always negative, who has nothing nice to say, so you can say my relatives, they are always disparaging me. So what I would like to tell them is if you can't encourage, at least don't disparage me. Okay, so I hope you got that. Let's move to the next word. The next word is proscribe. So is proscribe A, prescribe something? B, write something down? C, prohibit something? Or D, inscribe on the wall? I hope you have heard this. Proscribe means prohibit. You know what is prescribe? प्रिस्क्राइब मीन्स लाइक डॉक्टर ने प्रिस्क्राइब किया कि हाँ चलो ये मेडिसिन लो, टेक दिस मेडिसिन, डू दिस. द डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब मी टू प्रैक्टिस योगा एंड डू दिस फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सरसाइज. प्रिस्क्राइब इज वो बताते हैं कि करो. प्रोस्क्राइब इज एग्जैक्टली द ऑपोजिट ऑफ प्रिस्क्राइब. So prohibit something. The doctor prescribed me from eating maida, processed and fatty food. Okay, so the next word is gourmet. In gourmet, T is silent. Okay, so don't say gourmet, it's gourmet. So what is gourmet? Is gourmet a connoisseur of food? B, greedy about food? C, spices and food items? Or D, eats food hungrily? And the answer is a connoisseur of food. Now, who is a connoisseur? Connoisseur is someone who is an expert judge in the matter of taste. So, someone who is very good, who has a lot of knowledge. So, such person is called a connoisseur. So if a person is a connoisseur of art, then that person has is an expert judge and a very good taste in art. So the next word is opulent. So is opulent A, opposition, B, immediate, C, luxurious, or D, disgusting? Opulent means luxurious. Now, if you have seen the advertisements of these apartments nowadays, you can say opulent 4 BHK. Opulent means extra luxurious, very beautiful, very rich. So, such things are called opulent. Extravagant, lavish. So, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, he lives in a very grand and opulent mansion. The Mannat, yes. The next word is voracious. So is voracious A, insatiable, B, devour, C, gluttonous, or D, ravenous? You know what? This was a trick question. The meaning of voracious is all of the above. Yes. So what is insatiable? Insatiable means आप इसको satisfy ही नहीं कर सकते हो. Like for example, I have an insatiable hunger. I'm always hungry. Or you can say I have an insatiable अर्ज फॉर नॉलेज. मतलब मैं कितना भी रीड करूं, कितना भी नॉलेज गेन करो, मुझे और भी चाहिए. दैट इज कॉल्ड इनसेटाइबल. आप सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर सकते हो. द नेक्स्ट वन इज डिवावर. So devour is something where you eat up hungrily. So voracious का एक synonym है devour, where if you're eating or swallowing up hungrily, then you will say I devoured it. So I was so hungry that as soon as I reached home, I devoured the food that my mother had prepared. The next is gluttonous. So gluttonous is a person who's very very greedy. So he, if someone है ना बहुत greedy है खाने के लिए, so we call them a glutton. And the last one is ravenous. So you can say I was ravenous means बहुत hungry. Okay. So I was ravenous and I ate 12 chapatis. So ravenous means very hungry. So next time when you want to say I'm really hungry, so you can say I am ravenous and I have the insatiable urge to eat so much. So this word voracious, not only in eating, you can also use it in other terms. Like for example, I enjoy reading books. So I can say I'm a voracious reader. मतलब मैं बहुत ऐसा read करती हूँ. I read 100 books a year. So अगर आप बहुत insatiable urge है आपको knowledge के लिए, पढ़ने के लिए, so you can say I'm a voracious reader also. The next word is ubiquitous. So what does ubiquitous mean? A, rare. B, rude. C, the upper sections of the society, they are called ubiquitous. Or D, found everywhere. Okay, so ubiquitous means found everywhere. Another synonym of the word ubiquitous is omnipresent. The works of Shah Rukh Khan is ubiquitous. He is known all over the world. Or you can say Swiggy Instamart's advertisements are ubiquitous. Sab jagah pe hai. Like that. Okay. So if you want to say present everywhere, then you can use the word ubiquitous. Or someone is really famous and it's like present everywhere, then you can use that word. And the last word is perambulator. So what is perambulator? A, able to walk. B, ambulance facility. C, pram for babies. Or D, difficulty to understand. Okay, and do you know what perambulator is? Perambulator is the pram for babies. So we use only the short form as pram or stroller. So the full name of a pram is perambulator. So you got to learn something new today, isn't it? So did you enjoy? Was it fun? And didn't you improve your vocabulary level? So if you enjoyed, please like the video and share it among your friends. So if you've got all answers right, then I can assure you you are an expert in English. If you have got 3, 4 mistakes, then you are an intermediate level. Otherwise, I think you have a rudimentary knowledge in vocabulary. So now you know what rudimentary means, doesn't it? Yes. I'm so glad you're taking time to improve your language, and this hard work will definitely pay off. Thank you. God bless and have a nice day.